Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do have a special reading. I am pulling from this Sacred Power deck, and then at the end we're going to get a message from Kali. I have been working with Kali a lot lately, and so she's coming in to help us remove some of the fear, the worry, the doubt, the anxiety, that kind of stuff from our lives at this time. So if you are called to work with Kali, she is amazing at assisting in that. So anyways, let's jump right in. I just want to thank you all again so much for joining me today. And I hope you are all doing fabulous. All right, so we're going to start with the Sacred Power Oracle deck. All right, let's see what we have. So Spirit, please tap me into the energy of the collective currently. And tell me something that we need to know right now. Thank you. Okay, the first one out is energy balance. All right. So what this card asks you to do is to look at all of the colors and decipher for yourself which color radiates more prominently to you. Which one are you gravitating towards? That might be either an area to focus on more deeply or something that is doing well. Okay, so if like yellow is your color, then that would be your solar plexus chakra. That could be courage, strength, confidence, joy. If it is a different color, then again, kind of look up the various meanings of the different chakras that apply to your system. But that's beautiful because again, we're balancing everything. So if one falls out of line slightly or out of balance, it feels like we're picking up on it quicker than we ever were able to previously. So you feel things within your own body, and that may also be an indication of you picking up somebody else's energy near you. So that is the thing we're deciphering at this time. Is this energy that I'm feeling mine, or am I picking up somebody else's? And then we will read a little bit from the book on that. All right, so we also got reflection. All right, so that is a wolf in the night sky. Aurora borealis with the moon and the stars. And then it's sitting there in the water. So reflection. What are we needing to reflect on as a collective at this time? All right. What I love about this deck too is they do tell you very heavily to focus on the images, because even though the book tells you something that is, you know, their interpretation, their meaning, the images may strike something different to you. So I want you to look at the images, and again, with this one, focus on the colors. There's also people doing yoga and meditation in the background, and then this looks like a big giant rainbow lotus looking thing opening up. So whatever these trigger within you is what is meant to be. All right, and then we also have two horses here with the yin yang and freedom. I love that. This is kind of reminding me of the Chariot card. Forward movement. It's also a symbol of balance because, you know, they have to move together jointly. All right. So let's take a look and see. We're going to start with that first one with the energy balance. All right, so it does say physical health needs attention. Balance your mind, body, and spirit. A balanced chakra system is vital for your well-being, which is affected by emotions and physical and spiritual issues. There are so many ways to balance your chakras. Chakra healing focuses on imbalances within the body, aligning you towards a harmonious flow of universal energy, revitalizing your spirit. Each one is connected to a part of your body and connecting it to the energy that it needs to function. So right away, it's pretty much saying what I already said. And it does go into the colors. So let's start with the colors. Purple, which is the very, very top one, is your crown chakra or your consciousness. It is intelligence, bliss, and divine wisdom. So again, based on what you were drawn to initially, these are the colors and their correspondence and what you may need to focus on. So indigo, which is your third eye, it is your knowingness. This is intuition, perception, and beliefs. The blue is your throat chakra. This is communication, creativity, sound, intuition, and self-expression. Green is your heart chakra. This is compassion, love, inner child, self-acceptance, and harmony. Yellow is your solar plexus. This is your willpower, your joy, your motivation, self-esteem, transformation. The orange is your sacral, which could be relationships, sexuality, empathy, pleasure, well-being, connection, feeling change. And the red is your base or your root chakra, which is tied to survival. You may need grounding, stability, trust, survival, and self-preservation. So, based on the color that your intuition was drawn to, again, that is what you may need to focus on at this time to bring your energy into balance. All right, so let's get some tarot on that. Spirit, let's talk about this energy balance for the collective and give me some more insight on this. Okay, we have Temperance. Wow. If there is a tarot card that signifies energy balance, there it is. So this is your need to take the middle road. Okay, don't go to any extreme or the other, which means don't do nothing and don't do everything, if that makes sense. So again, if we're talking about actions, it means self-preserve when it is needed. Put in your self-care when it is needed. All right. What else, please? We have the Devil. So this to me alludes to temptation, right? So now we have two angels here. One represents the darkness, the shadow, and one represents the light. So in balancing your energy, you absolutely need to integrate both the shadow self and the light being self. Okay? That is what it is. So there are so many people out there that think spirituality is just love and light, you know, but it's not true. In order to be this and to embody this energy balance, we must also integrate our shadow self. Okay? So there is no this and this without this. So if you know what your triggers are, if you know what your vices are, okay, your temptations, then you can face them and integrate them with your whole being, because all are required for you to be in this energy balance. All right, is there anything else? The Four of Cups. So for some of us, we don't believe this. This might be nonsense, or maybe you don't understand it. And I'm getting more of that. You may reject this idea because you don't fully understand it. And that's okay. What I'm suggesting here is to do your research on the chakras and look up how energy affects you as an individual. So one of the things that I advocate for, and I'm going to put the bottom of the deck here because it's very relevant. If you do not preserve your own energy, people may come along and take it from you. Okay? So let's just say you've done your shadow work, you've integrated, you are balanced, you're doing well. If you're not protecting it, it could be taken from you. I'm getting like energy vampire, right? So you have all this good energy flowing out of you. You've balanced everything. You've done the shadow work, and you're not protecting yourself. That is making you susceptible for people to come along and just siphon it from you, okay? Now, how can someone siphon it from you? This can be done in a multitude of ways. One way would be, if you're not protecting your energy, they can come up and just spew a bunch of stuff at you and leave you with your head spinning, and you're just like, whoa, what just happened, right? That's one way. It's taking me back to what we do in the shadows, and Colin, he is an energy vampire. So what he used to do is go to the office and sit there and just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. And then the people would eventually like fall asleep at their desk because he's now siphoned their energy out of them. So what this is calling you to do is don't be ignorant to how energy works, because it is a very real thing. And once you have learned to balance your own energy, it is very important for you to hold it steady, right? Think of it as raising your vibration and trying to keep it up as high as you can, because you're going to get all these kind of bottom dwellers, the low vibrational energy that want to take it from you. So just be careful of that. All right, let's jump into this next pile, which is reflection. And this is keep your distance and ask for help. All right, so that very much falls into what I said here with, being careful of who is in your energy and potentially taking your energy. Stepping away from others is essential to seeing the truth in all situations. The wolf asks you to be cautious of the people around you and to honor your own personal space. Thoughts and feelings. Sometimes you need to separate yourself from the pack in order to gain perspective and move on in a direction that benefits you. Brief solitude will bring honest answers. Being emotionally vulnerable and truly honest with yourself, answering those difficult questions and asking where you truly want to be in life, charges you with powerful realizations and understandings. The wolf signifies the influence of addiction, manipulation, and use or abuse scenarios. It is important for you to comprehend the root of these patterns and behavior to bring well-being to your mind, body, and spirit. Recognize that these issues may require professional advice. Seek help. You can rise above the negative impact of your shadow side. Understanding your needs can be difficult if you spend too much time listening to other people. Listening to your instincts builds a relationship of trust within your intuition, senses, and higher self. Right now, the wolf asks you to take time away from others so that you can separate your thoughts and feelings from the influence of other people. Be careful in communicating with others or oversharing sensitive information that is important to you and your family. Stay clear of gossip and holding secrets for others. Reassess and evaluate your current situation. What is your source of motivation? There's an affirmation for this one. I am now willing and able to see the truth in all situations. I accept my vulnerability. It adds strength to my being. All right, so oversharing is actually a form of energy leakage or seepage, however you want to look at it. So if you think about your privacy, right? It's yours. Nobody can take that from you. If people want to come in and ask you a million questions, does not mean you have to answer them. If you are going, I was going to say solo, but I kind of call it hermit mode. If you're keeping away from people for the most part, people do still wonder what you're doing. Hey, how is that person doing? I should call them and ask them. That's fine. It does not mean that you are required in any way to respond, to give any more information than you are comfortable with. If you are working on something, let's just say a project in private, leaking information and oversharing can actually ruin it, because people will come in, again, with this meh attitude and don't want to see you succeed because maybe they haven't done that inner work themselves. And so they may try to just take it from you. And it's not that they want it for themselves. Maybe they do. But what it boils down to is that they don't want you to have it because they don't have it. Okay, so that could be jealousy and envy. These are situations where your energy can leak out of you without you even knowing it. All right. So let's see what the tarot has to say for this pile. Tell me about this reflection. Okay, thank you. Knight of Swords. So because we have a person on a bike here with a sword, typically that would be a horse, but it's fast-moving energy. I love this because this is telling me that so many of you have caught on to what's going on and you're getting away from it, okay? You are saying this is not for me and I am moving out as fast as possible, right? Now, this could also mean a lot of other things, but what I'm picking up mostly is that you're not having it, okay? Your intuition is telling you very strongly who and where to be, who to be with, where to be. Sorry, I didn't say that right. I'm not like telling you who to be, but your intuition is trying to jump in and say, listen, I need you to focus right now, okay? I need you to pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with. I need you to pay attention to where your energy is being placed at this time, okay? Let's see what else we have. The Seven of Wands. All right, I love this because this is also you being protective of your future, even of your now, your present moment. You're standing up to these other people that are trying to siphon that energy from you, and you're like, no, 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 I did all this hard work. I balanced my energy. I did my inner shadow work. I've done the hermit mode. I need my energy for myself, and I'm going to preserve it. All right, what else do we have? The Eight of Cups. This is absolutely beautiful because it's about walking away. So not only are you hurrying up and getting out fast, but you're also letting go of a lot of things, okay? In the Eight of Cups, you've sampled everything that's in these cups already, and you already know there's nothing in there for you. So you are moving on to bigger and brighter things, okay? You are in search for what does truly fulfill your soul and fill your cup, right? You may have been offered 8 cups of something and you've tried them all and you just, yeah, that's not for me. I really need to go and find something else. So beautiful energy. And Ace of Swords at the bottom, this may come to you as a quick sudden realization. And again, it might be a particular encounter that triggers this. Maybe someone that you've dealt with for a very long time, a friend, a family member, a coworker, a sibling, whatever. You've gone through these encounters with these people over and over again, and then just like suddenly, like a strike of lightning, you're just like, wow, I had no idea that I was just giving my energy away. Okay, this could be like people-pleasing tendencies, not doing your self-love and your self-care, but trying to fill someone else's cup before yours is full. So however you want to resonate with this, but something is coming through right now from your intuition, from your guides, that's trying to let you know where your energy is leaking and how you can find the balance for yourself and hold it, defend it as best as you can. All right, let's jump over to this last card, which is Freedom. All right, and this stands for free your spirit and take control of your life now. Wild and free, the horses choose to run in any direction at its own pace. Understand that everything in your life right now is completely within your power to change. Once you cooperate with your soul's request to be free from emotional or physical ties, you become limitless and can run free again. The arrival of the horses brings news of personal journeys and new directions. I just saw 1111. The white horse brings truth, honor, and integrity, and the dark horse brings the shadow of mystery, pride, and illusions. I love how there's so much resonation between all of these cards. Bringing both together to create a yin-yang balance allows you to understand what is preventing your freedom. Follow through with your agreements before you make new commitments. You may feel that you are not in control of your life right now. In fact, you are. You can decide at this moment how to react to circumstances within your environment. Observe your surroundings and discover what your soul really wants. You already have the power and freedom to choose within you. The question is, what direction do you wish to run? Honor your free will by choosing to acknowledge your desire for a break and a change, even if it is only temporary. Right now, your soul desires freedom. By removing restrictions, you can move in any direction. Feeling trapped or burdened by family affairs, responsibility, finance, relationships, and or career choices can sometimes make us feel suffocated. Your soul is trying to release you from commitments as you yearn for the freedom to make your own choices. Breaking away from old attachments and responsibilities, your soul is asking you to be playful and to have some fun. The horse asks you to simplify your life and expand your knowledge. Seek more information before you make future decisions. It is essential through this growth period that you find the freedom that you need to allow yourself to flourish. You have the power to change the direction of your life. And your affirmation for this card: I am moving forward in the direction I choose, bringing me closer to achieving my goals and my divine life purpose. All right, let's get some tarot on this pile. Justice. Okay, let's keep going because that can mean so many things. I want to get some complimentary cards with it. Has there been something unfair? Like I'm getting Cinderella syndrome. Like, do you feel that you've been made to be like a slave? Okay, we've got the Three of Wands. Let's get one more. Like a slave in your own house or in your own family. Are you the one that everybody goes to for everything? They can just always rely on you. The Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. So, at some point, you have made the choice to expand, to grow. Maybe even to leave a situation. Okay? To look out yonder and see what's out there. Okay? So, you've chosen your path. And again, maybe the freedom aspect is not as clear at this point. However, there is growth. We have two cards here that signify growth. So we are growing and persevering and planning towards something. We're looking ahead. We want to go, right? But we're still just standing there, all right? So justice comes in to say that if there is anything in your life that you're leaving behind, we want to make sure that you deal with it first. Before you go, the law's got to step in and say, like, are you leaving a child behind? Well, you might have to pay child support. Are you leaving behind a house? Well, you've got to sell it and close on it first, or finish a lease out first. Or you've got to tell the people that live there still that I'm moving out, give them notice. So there is something like a legal bound situation that may be preventing some of you from going immediately. But once you have faced and dealt with that, you're free. Okay? You're free to grow, you're free to plan and expand and to move out. All right? Now, Two of Cups is at the bottom here. So with some of you, there may be a partnership involved in this. And I also picked that up with the yin yang card. All right. So that could be feminine, masculine energy coming together. And this could also be your internal self. So if it is not an external soulmate, then it is your balancing of internal feminine and masculine energies. So take that however it resonates. But this is beautiful energy because you may be getting some help along your journey. All right. I'm going to jump into the Herbal Astrology deck next. All right. So tell me a little bit more about this, please. Okay. We have Calendula, which is purity. There's a little child and sunflowers. This does remind me of the Sun card in tarot. So we'll read a little bit on that. Let's get one more. All right, that one's sticking out. Dandelion, wounded healer. Wow. So a lot of yellow here. So that may be your cue up here to look into your solar plexus chakra. This could also be inner child healing. We also have a centaur here, which is Sagittarius. I'm also seeing the flower of life, and that is Metatron's cube, which is again balancing your masculine and feminine energy. So let's get into these and read a little bit. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. And this is Herbs of the Sun. I love that. So upright, this stands for innocence, childlike joy, humility, purity, new beginnings, and trusting in life and vitality. So, calendula resembles the sun, a radiant, bright yellow or orange flower. It grows easily and spreads its joyful self across gardens, symbolizing the gesture of universal abundance. Solar herbs are those that neutralize poison and air in the recuperation of vital forces. Calendula's gentle and abundant power reminds us of the realms of light. To be allowed entry within these angelic realms requires childlike innocence and humility. Don't allow pain from the past to disable your ability to dream a new life. Calendula represents the pure impulse to create, vitality, and creativity needed to step into a new journey. The radiance of calendula is a superconductor. Be very aware and selective with your intentions when using her energy with the ritual, as she greatly amplifies your intentions. All right. That is beautiful. So, again, some of us are being called to go back and do some inner child healing. All right. And it's also just a beautiful image of there's some trees with a door here and a little swing and a child naked in the sunflowers. So, I mean, purity. If you think about childlike purity, how is your inner self without all of the negativity that surrounds you, without all of the ancestral trauma that's been placed on you, or even just the trauma you've experienced in this lifetime and previous ones, right? You're being called to go back and experience that childlike wonder. So however that resonates for you, whether that means going and rolling down a hill. Okay, it's winter. Maybe you want to go sledding. Did you go sledding when you were a kid? Just go find some activity that brings you joy, right? Like balloons are coming to me, like a carnival. So if you think of a child at a carnival with their balloons and they're eating the cotton candy and all the food on a stick and the games and the rides, there's something inside of you that's calling you to go do something like that right now. So go find that and it will bring you joy. All right, let's talk about dandelion, because this is the wounded healer. So this upright is wounds as tools to awaken your healing journey and inner child healing. So that's 2 cards now that refer to inner child. So just throwing it out there. All right, dandelion is a survivor. It has an extraordinary ability to withstand hardship and thrive in disturbed environments. Dandelion loosens compacted earth and grows deep taproots that rejuvenate the soil. And this is what it does to the body and the soul. It assists us in renewing, cleansing, mineralizing, and adapting. In medical astrology, dandelion is associated with the sun and Jupiter. So again, the sun again. It's primarily an alternative herbs that gradually restore the proper function of the body, increasing health and vitality, and bitter herb that works on the liver and the gallbladder. Dandelion is here to remind you that you can thrive regardless of your circumstances. Take ownership over your wounds, find gratitude in the lessons, dive deep in the depths of your origins, and use your wounding to further define the purpose and healing that you are here to transmit and share with the world. Don't let your pain define your personality, but draw from it for strength and purpose. Like Chiron, you are born from the seeds of higher order and intelligence. Embrace this great healing power you've been given and go beyond the outlined path. All right. So, again, we are being called to balance our energy, to integrate our shadow, to take the middle road, to find that energetic balance. But we're also being called to leave behind things that don't serve us. So if you are finding yourself in some environment that is not serving your highest good, you're able to walk away. And in fact, some of you are speeding away. Like, nope, that ain't for me. I gotta go. Bye. And some of you are also defending yourself or protecting your energy. So let's close this reading out with the Kali Oracle. And as I said, I have been working with Kali, and I do enjoy it very much because she just... What is the saying I read the other day? It's the fear, the doubt, the worry, the anxiety. She's like, I eat that stuff for breakfast. So let's close this out with one Kali Oracle. Okay, that one wanted to come out. Perfect. Let's see what we got here. So 2 came out. So we have Kundalini Shakti and Gauri Devi. All right. So these are very long entries, but I opened right up to number 10. I love when that happens. So I'm going to skip around in this book because it's like page after page. All right. So hers is the arising consciousness that evokes instability within, clearing the inner pathways for higher consciousness to manifest. Inner disturbance and instability wrought by Kundalini Shakti is an obscuring grace. Internal disorder is a necessary step towards divine reorganization. Reassure your heart that no matter what may appear to be, at a spiritual level, all is well. Wow, I want to say that again. Reassure your heart that no matter what may appear to be, at a spiritual level, all is well. Outworn energy is being processed and broken apart. From the ashes of your inner fire, you shall emerge anew. Let what needs to happen, happen. Wow, that's beautiful. All right, so there is an invocation ritual. And again, this is to call in Kali and to work with her. So, beloved Kali Ma, cosmic priestess of the divine feminine, I honor you. Matahi, beloved Shiva, Madahev, fierce guardian of the divine masculine, I honor you. Babaji, together you are loving divine wisdom, passionate healing fire, and uplifting transcendent grace. Your tantric embrace ignites my heart with confidence to create and be joyful and rapturous in claiming my life path for all it can be. My soul is your divine bedchamber, infused with the bliss of your sumptuous sacred union. I became able to recognize my true nature and path. Adi Shakti Kundalini Mata Shakti, you ensure divine fulfillment shall be attained for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Jai Ma Kali. So, with that, on the bottom of the tarot deck, I did have the Two of Cups. This is also symbolizing a balance of masculine and feminine energy. Now, we also had that come out over here. So that is a very prominent message in this reading today. We also have the sun and a lot of yellow coming out. Child wounds or inner child healing is coming out a lot. So let's get on to this next one, which is Gauri Devi. Champion of the sweet souls with fierce hearts who are underestimated and passed over. She who is gentle as the deer and ruthless as the lioness, who is the capacity within the awakened heart to rise, to overcome obstacles, to have faith without any evidence of victory, and to rally the spirit until the right moment to act and win. She is non-conformity and the freedom to be one's true self. Recognize your own beauty and value, irrespective of whether another has the capacity to behold it at this time. You shall shine. Wow. So, again, that is very strong shadow work. If you feel you've been passed over, those who have been basing their inner value on someone else's opinion of them, this is your calling to release all of that. Nobody can tell you your value except for you. If you wholeheartedly stand firm in your worthiness, then others will have to do nothing but accept or leave your life. That is the message here. So there is an invocation ritual. Beloved Kali Ma and Gauri Devi, you are dark night and bright day. You are wisdom and compassion. I quiet my mind to dispense with conditioned responses and tune into the authenticity of your presence within my heart. I feel for your instinctive, spontaneous arising. I trust in your method and your greater guiding purpose, which benefits all beings. Jai Ma Kali, Jai Ma Gauri Devi, Jai Ma. So, wow. Again, talking about balancing light and dark. There are so many things in this reading that are talking about light and dark, masculine and feminine, and balancing the two. So it is what true alchemization is about, okay? If you can figure out within yourself how to balance your energy, how to protect it, and how to move away from things that don't serve you, and accept that growth is a part of your spiritual journey, then you have mastered alchemy. You have turned pain into strength. You have found the secret loophole in the matrix that allows you to get out of the control, the fear mentality, and to go towards freedom and to create this life that you deserve, that you're worthy of, and that I'm getting you busted your ass for. So you absolutely deserve it, collective. All right. Beautiful, beautiful reading here today. That is your message. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. All right. Make sure you fill your own cup up before you fill somebody else's. Make sure you go within so you never go without. Keep in mind that I am a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. And I do wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and love. All right. Thank you again so much. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.